My name is John Lee. I was previously the owner and managing director of Lee Brothers, now part of Prime Awards, which is a group of companies that comprises Lee Brothers, MMI and Bright Promotions. So Lee Brothers was founded in 1943 and the business progressed and got larger and larger. In the 1960s and 1970s there would have been between 30 and 40 people working in the business. I came into the business around 1980 and have been there since. It's been a long journey, and taking on the role of the managing director was a challenge, which I think I fulfilled reasonably well. The Lee Brothers story is, I guess, a story of opportunity, lack of imports into Ireland during the war. They teamed up with the manager of pawnbrokers, so they were able to access material to make goods and sold those goods into the shops in Dublin. Initially it was jewellery only, but we branched into making medals and supplying trophies, and as such we were now in line with MMI, and so it was the joining of the two companies was quite a good idea. I've got less responsibility and so a little bit more freedom to be imaginative and to think things through. There's a team here to bounce ideas off, and once we get agreement we can move forward with something new. Both MMI and Lee Brothers operated in the same marketplace. Really, we didn't cross swords that much. We would steal a job from them and they would steal a job from us. But there was never any very difficult situations between us. So when the approach came to sell Lee Brothers, there was no animosity or bad feeling between us, and so it worked quite easily. I believe that we'll be able to offer a more comprehensive service, product and services. There's a small trophy trade within Ireland. The manufacturing of medals really hasn't changed in centuries. So while the processes haven't changed, we have looked at technology in terms of manufacturing, of engraving and customization that weren't available before. But we still hold on to the traditional skills, producing the medals themselves, but importantly the polishing, the finishing, enamelling work that we do. There's been a long tradition of goldsmithing and silversmithing in Ireland. These are skills that really need to be retained. I think technology has pushed against these things. Everybody wants instant everything, but sometimes, you need to be slow and methodical and use old skills to produce new things. When it comes to making larger things and larger pieces, we would probably be the leaders. We deal with most of the players in that area, but we also deal with larger sports organisations such as the Gaelic Athletic Association, the Football Association of Ireland, Gymnastics Ireland, the Camogie people, the Ladies Gaelic Football people. That really is the core of our business. Well, for the GAA we do the sort of blue ribbon of Irish sport, which is the All-Ireland Senior Football and Hurling Championship medals. They're still made from gold, which is unusual now. Many other organisations have moved back to either silver or base metal. We do the Senior Challenge Cup and the Electricity League for the Football Association, and then a lot of less high-profile competitions all the way through both those organisations. Yeah, in 1998, Irish-American astronaut sought some Irish products that he could bring on his trip to space, and we struck a medal with the Jeannie Johnston ship on it, which he brought into space actually on 2 occasions, so they did 2 trips, so the medal went out of this world twice, I guess you could say. The last decade has been a kind of decade of commemorations, from the 1913 lockout all the way through to the War of Independence and the Civil War. And we did a lot of work previous to that in 1798, 200th anniversary. I have an interest myself in history, so I found those fascinating and produced some striking pieces. 16 bronze plaques that we produced, which are now adorning the forefront of Glasnevin Cemetery, with all 16 of the Irish patriots who were executed in 1916. That's a source of pride. I like to go see them every so often. I think there's an opportunity to make Prime Awards not only the leader in Ireland, but I believe that there's opportunities abroad. I think there's a body of work to be done to examine which markets would be most profitable. MMI's involvement with the UN has given the company a unique opportunity to leverage that and to use it to seek out markets abroad. Having served such a large organisation over such a long period of time without issues is a big asset. Could be leveraged quite well accessing overseas markets.